everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Luck's Colts going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, we send you up to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The play clock's running down. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry. Really batters defenses with his inside running.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is Pat McAfee to punt it away for Indianapolis. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye.
26.
The first carry now. This is Lacey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eric Walden from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs, but appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying. Brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand-in-hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about 1 game out of the playoffs. So they can make any type of improvement. They have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run for it with Turbin. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Finding time. And some room to work. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Laces. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
In motion goes the tight end. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. In motion, the tight end.
All right.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Are you kidding me? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts coming out now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. In motion left goes Moncrief. Snap count threw the defense off. 5-yard penalty. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. On second down, here's Luck. They go with a screen to Gore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Gore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The throw on second down is Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Third and long, it's Luck. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You've got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On second down, Lacey. Oh, good hurdle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. And now they're in the hurry up. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis, 56 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good point you brought up before the game is you hear great quarterback-receiver duos. You think Manning, Beckham, Roethlisberger, Brown, Ryan, and Jones. But Luck and Hilton, how about these two? I mean, T.Y. led the league in yards in 2016.
And a lot of it done from the slot position. And he's one of those guys that can work inside, but they can also stick him outside. He can go deep and make big-time plays. T.Y. Hilton is Mr. Excitement with the ball in his hands.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Oh, Charles, that ball didn't go 10 yards. That's why the flag comes out here.
And you know they changed the rule a few years ago, Brandon. Now you only get that one shot as a kicking team to get it right. Now the receiving team will just possess the football.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
319.
In motion left is Cobb. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers, and he finds Cook. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
319! 319! 319!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll give the Colts a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 50, it's Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Locke. Complete to Hilton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So they're operating in the red zone. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the red zone now, Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing again is Locke. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And he motions the wide receiver. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. They go with a screen to Gore. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacy. They find some open field here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Nelson, the man in motion right. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Antonio Morrison in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it, taking on the midfield logo. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stomped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10, Luck again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Another pistol look here. Play fake to Turbin. Now Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him.
Now a hit and Lock lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And hit the football at their own 47-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly